Hello, welcome to a Friday here at the Owatonna Today Show. Thank you for joining us. It is the 27th of September already. That month has just flown by. We are so glad to have you along. And what we want to do on Fridays, we always do, we want to thank some of our terrific sponsors who have made this show possible. And we want to start with our premier supporters. They include the City of Owatonna, along with Express Employment Professionals, the Safe and Drug-Free Coalition of Steele County, and the United Way of Steele County. Our primary supporters are Amy Swain Hearing Centers, Coda Living Community, and Park Place Senior Living, along with the Little Theater of Owatonna. Lots of great interlude supporters. Among them are Abraham Consulting Technologies, Brenda Bednar Mortgage, Glenn Megger and Tim Thomas of the Brick Megger Funeral Home and the Medford Funeral Home, Brookdale Senior Living, which includes Sterling House and Clare Bridge of Owatonna, Carlson and Branson and Company, CPAs, ERA, Gillespie Real Estate, Fairview Animal Medical Center, Horizon Eye Care Professionals, Clancher and Son Landscaping and Concrete, Napa Auto Service, Owatonna Business Incubator. Other interlude supporters include Perfinium Financial, R&K Electric, Snap Fitness, Steele County Historical Society, Steele County Transitional Housing, the Third Hand Incorporated Video Productions, and TPS Insurance. And we are always looking for more supporters of the show. And if you're a business and would like some more information about becoming an underwriter, all you need to do is contact our producer, Leanne Alt, at 390-5751. Another great show in store for you today. We're going to be talking foundations. First of all, the Otto Bremer Foundation has given a wonderful grant to the United Way. Evelina Giobbe is here, and she's going to tell us about the progress with that. And then we're going to be talking or seeing some videos with the Owatonna Foundation in our second segment. And that's all going to happen right after we take this quick break, so please stay with us.
Hi, I'm Dr. Beth Giltfett of Horizon Eye Care Professionals, eye care you can trust. We're proud supporters of Owatonna Today.
I needed more than just another dead-end job. I wanted a career, so I expressed myself.
With the kids off to college, I decided it was time for me to go back to work and express myself.
Express got me in touch with some really great companies. Now I'm on my way to a great career.
Express Employment Professionals is in contact with thousands of companies in need of quality employees. Come in now and get the job you deserve.
Express yourself today.
Did you know that it is illegal in the city of Owatonna to host or allow a gathering where minors will be consuming alcoholic beverages on your property or in your residence? Did you know that it is illegal to provide minors with alcohol unless they are your own kids in your own home? Underage drinking leads to increased risk of future chemical dependency, engaging in more serious criminal activity, and becoming a victim of a crime. Please help keep our kids and our community safe by not encouraging, hosting, or allowing underage drinking. This is a message from the Owatonna Police Department and the Safe and Drug-Free Coalition of Steele County.
We are back with Evelina Giobbe, who is the director of the United Way. Now, Evelina, for someone who just may be joining us or has not heard about the grant, why don't you just briefly explain what the Otto Bremer Foundation grant is and what you're going to be doing with it with the United Way?
Yes, well, thanks, and hi to everybody today. This was a wonderful opportunity for our community, and we're very grateful to the Otto Bremer Foundation. Almost a year ago, we met with the program officers from the foundation and talked about our vision for the future in Steele County. United Way's core mission is to provide support to agencies that offer direct services to children, families, seniors, people who are going through a difficult time. And that's covered with our annual campaign.
Right.
But we have a long-term vision. Our community, people in our community really want opportunities to succeed, to overcome barriers, and to be able to reduce their dependence on charity and be contributing community members like those of us who've had those opportunities. Mm-hmm. We talked about that with the Otto Bremer Foundation program staff and began to develop a plan to try to understand what are the barriers people face to earning an adequate income? What are the barriers people face to maintain good health? And what barriers are their children facing when striving for academic success? The Otto Bremer Foundation gave us a grant to do a community assessment that would allow us to go directly to community members and try to understand their lived experiences. And what we have been doing is just an amazing process. We started by bringing together key leaders in the community with expertise on health issues like Dave Albrecht, expertise on workplace issues like Brian Coleman, expertise on academic success and education like Mark Krug, and they pulled together committees of their peers in the community to help us identify these problems. And we hosted listening sessions with them. Then we moved on because we want to make sure that we hear from everyone in the community. So we hosted focus groups with people who were at or below 200% of the poverty level. We partnered with our friends at the Food Shelf, at Transitional Housing, at the Workforce Center, at the county to help us recruit people. We had our partners like Dave Berg from the clinic and even Chris Bussey, the city administrator, sit in on these listening sessions. And we brought these low-income people together to listen to what kind of barriers they're facing, what kind of problems are they having finding a good paying job, what's keeping their kids from succeeding, what do they need to be able to control their health and have good health.
And what have you learned from this?
Well, there's another piece yet.
Another piece?
Yes, this is a year-long process.
Oh my.
And so the next piece we did was conduct a community survey, and that's going on right now. And
how are you doing that? Through mailings? Or?
We're doing it online. If anybody has not had an opportunity to see the survey, please call our office, 455-1180, or shoot an email to us, and we'll make sure that you get a copy. We've distributed the survey, again, through our multiple partners in the community. Some workplaces have distributed them via intramail. It's on our website, it's on our Facebook page, it's on our Twitter page. You can go to the library in Owatonna and see a little piece of paper right next to the computers and log right in. We appreciate people's time, so we're also having a little drawing. Everybody who then participates in the survey, which is anonymous, they can then enter their name and contact information for a drawing for a grand prize of $100.
Oh, that'd be nice, yeah.
So we really encourage people to take the time, take our survey. We're interested in what community members have to say.
And are you getting a response?
Absolutely. We have about 400 people who've responded so far.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, we'd like to have a larger group. The more people we hear from, the more information we'll collect. The next things we're going to be doing is meeting with employers in the community to talk to them and find out what, one, to report back what we've found out, and two, to find out what role they want to play in our ultimate plan. And we'll be having a big town hall meeting at the end of the year to report to the whole community, to get more input, and then in 2014 we'll take all of this information and develop a community collaborative to begin to address these problems and create opportunities for community members.
What do you foresee as, how do you create opportunities? What kind of, having another agency?
Let's give it, no, never another agency. We already have agencies and institutions that are working within the community. We have healthcare institutions. But let's say, for example, we did a healthcare initiative. Let's just pretend we haven't chosen one yet. Well, we know that over 30% of the people in Steele County are obese. And our goal would be to reduce that at least by half over a 5-year period. So we would pull together our partners at the school in terms of school lunches.
That's where it starts.
Yes, well, that's a piece. At the clinic and the hospitals to get information to people. Our partners at the farmers market to figure out how we could get fresh food to people. Our partners at the food shelf as an educational outlet to help people to utilize that food there in a healthy manner. We'd find ways. One of the barriers we know people have to healthy food is transportation. So we'd have to meet with our partners and figure out how do we give people transportation to the farmer's market or to the supermarket. Many towns around the country have had healthy eating initiatives that also include exercise and fitness. So the idea is not to create another agency for a handout, but to utilize all of the organizations in our community to focus on one issue. And so the issue of obesity is a good example of how we would do that.
So it would be information, and when you get the information in as to what is needed, then you will go out with more information to make it accessible for people.
Right. We will pull together the partnership to make the changes we need to make so people can be more healthy, so children can succeed in school. What are some barriers? For example, I'll tell you a tiny barrier that I never thought of in terms of getting a job. People who go to temp agencies and get a job in manufacturing don't have work boots, can't afford them, can't take the job. How simple is that?
Work boots.
Yes. United Way is working on a partnership right now with the Salvation Army to change that and make sure that people are able to get the safety clothing they need to go to work. That's a small example.
Things like that you're hoping to uncover.
Yes. That's a small example of a barrier that once it's removed can change somebody's life. And so that's the direction we're going in.
So all of the one more thing that United Way is doing to help the community. So, Evelina, I know that there's another year left on this, so hopefully you'll come back and explain how it's going and what you're learning, and hopefully we'll learn a few things too to help out.
Yeah, absolutely. We're excited. Change is good.
Good. Thank you for stopping by today, Evelina Giobbe. I almost said you know what. Of the United Way. When we come back, we're going to wrap up with some announcements. There's some activities going around that you won't want to miss this weekend, so please stay with us.
Owatonna Foundation.
Oh, yes, that's right. I forgot. We do have one more segment. Yes, we have the Owatonna Foundation. That is still ahead, so please stay with us.
Hello, I'm Sean McNulty.
And I'm Deb Gillard with Brookdale Senior Living, Sterling House, and Clarebridge of Owatonna.
And we are a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, I'm Rick Smith, Golf Course Superintendent of the Brooktree Golf Course. Brooktree is an 18-hole championship golf course featuring well-manicured greens, tees, and fairways. We are open to the public. I challenge you to find a better maintained golf course for the money we charge here at Brooktree. Come on out and play Brooktree, a great golf course.
Everyone deserves opportunities to have a good life. A quality education that leads to a stable job, enough income to support a family through retirement, and good health. But the reality is, many children fall behind, many families are struggling, and many others are in poor health. United Way's goal is to find long-term solutions. Thanks to a grant from the Otto Bremer Foundation, we're hosting community conversations this year to address these issues. If you'd like to join us, please call our office.
Hi, this is Dr. Amy Swain, and I want everyone to hear better. At Amy Swain Hearing Centers, we offer many different brands of hearing instruments because everyone has a different lifestyle. Let me, Dr. Amy Swain, help you find the best hearing device for your hearing needs at Amy Swain Hearing Centers of Owatonna, Austin, and Waseca. Call 1-800-804-3361 for an appointment today, or visit my website at www.amyswainhearingcenters.com. Because you deserve to hear better.
Hi, I'm Brenda with the Mortgage Office of Brenda Bednar, aligned with American Mortgage and Equity Consultants, where closings feel right from the beginning. I'm a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
We are back. We still have another segment to go. Coming up in October, it is Foundation Month. And next week we will have representatives from the Owatonna Foundation explaining what they're all about and some of the things they do. But first, in this segment now, we want to give you an informative video that tells a little bit about the Owatonna Foundation. Enjoy.
There's no question that over the years since the Owatonna Foundation was founded, Owatonna has become a better place to live and raise a family.
When I think about the Owatonna Foundation and what it's done for the future, I think about positive change.
It is so important that the Owatonna Foundation continue in the active role that it has. Every dollar that they give to the Owatonna Foundation goes into this great community of Owatonna. That's the reason that we exist.
The Owatonna Foundation has impacted our family's life by all the wonderful things that they have provided our community with. The River Springs Water Park, the band shell down at Central Park, the beautiful trail system that we have here in Owatonna. And by being a part of the foundation, it has allowed us to give back to our community, and we have found that to be very rewarding.
I don't think there's a brick and mortar project in Owatonna that hasn't gone to the Owatonna Foundation to look for assistance. And every one of those that they approve brings value to our community. Being in city government, I understand that there's a lot of things that we cannot finance alone. And without the foundation's assistance, the trails on the north end of town would have been very difficult to put the bridges there. They've donated over $500,000 to that project, which means that all people in Owatonna can use that. It's a very, very great asset to our community.
I find that in working with people when they're considering our community or another community, whatever it is, they're always impressed with what I have to share with them and what the Owatonna Foundation has contributed. And there are so many things. It's not just one factor that is pivotal in their decision, I don't think. I think they just have so many factors that impress them, and they lead our direction in great part based upon the foundation.
I think about the quality of life that we have here, our community assets. When we're talking about community assets in Owatonna, we're talking about things that enhance where we live, where we work, where we play, where we visit. Examples of that would be like our soccer complex, improvements that we made out there, our food shelf, the programming behind our little theater, our community aquatic center.
Have been financial challenges, and that's why we really need to have the support of those in the community. We don't have the local industry and the business that we used to have. Many of those businesses are owned by entities outside of the community or even in other countries. And so, unlike the founders of the Owatonna Foundation, who were all in this community and all residents of the community, all raising their families in Owatonna, there are not sometimes that association anymore with the community of Owatonna.
In today's competitive world, it's very important that we continue to draw in new businesses and citizens, and the Owatonna Foundation provides us with the opportunity to add the amenities that most smaller cities don't have.
The best endorsement that I can give for the Owatonna Foundation is the level of responsibility and the care that the trustees have taken with donations over many, many years. And the results of the foundation's work is something that we all see every day as we live and work in the Owatonna community.
Foundation's done something very nice for Owatonna that not all communities have, and that's to preserve the heritage of the community. Tax dollars won't do it alone.
You know, government can do what it does best, churches can do what they do best, but when you have bricks and mortar and people that really care and invest in a community, that's what a foundation does.
The foundation has been in existence for many, many years. The evidence of their work is really all around the community.
You know, it takes a village, really takes all of us to really build a community, and that's what we have here in Owatonna.
The Owatonna Foundation definitely is an essential need in our community. It's an absolute must.
To me, the foundation really provides a sense of permanence for the community. When I travel around the community on my daily errands or to and from work, and I see all the projects that the foundation was a part of, I know that those projects are here today and they will be here tomorrow and for many years to come.
Founded in 1958.
Over $11 million.
Preserving the past.
Building the present.
Funding the future.
Making a difference.
Every single dollar that is given to the Owatonna Foundation goes back into this community.
Supporting community progress.
Supporting community progress.
The Owatonna Foundation is your community foundation.
Hi, I'm Mike.
And I'm Jake with Napa Auto Parts.
Napa has the know-how for all your automotive needs.
Napa is a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Now we are back. We hope you enjoyed the Owatonna Foundation video. And speaking of the Owatonna Foundation, they have non-traditional scholarships now available for technical major at a technical or community college. Eligibility is simply an Owatonna mailing address or work at an Owatonna business or having graduated prior to or with the class of 2013. They have awards available from $500 to $3,000. The deadline for application is October 25th. To apply, you can contact Jill Holmes at 455-3059. That number again is 455-3059. Coming up tomorrow, don't forget a wonderful activity going on in Owatonna. It is Culture Fest at Wilson Elementary School. Great fun for the whole family. Great way for your kids to learn about all the different cultures in the area. There's music, dance, food, art, games, and that starts at 10:30 and is going on until 4:30. And that again is at Wilson Elementary School. Also, you women, don't forget at the Owatonna Clinic is Women's Health Day, and that'll begin at 7:45. They have some vendors there with things you'll be interested in to shop, and then you can register at 8:45. It goes on until 12:30. Lots of topics that are very important for women to check out. Tickets are $5, and they are available for purchase at the 26th Street Clinic. Also, Owatonna Pumpkin Patch is going to be open the 5th and 6th on Saturday and Sunday, October 5th and 6th. The Steele County Humane Society will have dogs and cats available for adoption from 12 noon to 3 p.m. at Oakview Nursery Pumpkin Patch, which is located on County Road 45. For more information, you can contact the Humane Society at 451-4512 or the Oakview Nursery at 451-0454. That number again is 451-0454. And coming up next week, the annual Harvest Fest is back, and there's going to be 3 days of fun beginning October 3rd through the 5th. The Hometown Harvest will feature great days of shopping and many values and many activities. They're going to kick off on Thursday, October 3rd. Saturday's activities begin in Central Park. Of course, they have the Farmers Market, and there's going to be, as well, sidewalk sale continues downtown, and the 4th annual Great Pumpkin Contest, sponsored by ProPet, is back. Bring your pumpkin decorated to the band shell from 9 until 10:30 and have it weighed and registered, or a free pumpkin painting, also sponsored by ProPet and the Owatonna Area Chamber of Commerce and Tourism. And that begins October 3rd through the 5th. So once September finishes, October comes along, still lots of fun activities going on. So be sure to join us on Monday. Shelley's guests are going to be Laura Ressler. She's going to be giving more details about Harvest Fest. And then Leanne visited Hawk Ridge in Duluth this past weekend, where I believe the Hawks returned. And she's got lots of great videos to share with us on Monday. So in the meantime, have yourself a good weekend. For Leanne Alt, I'm Betty Johnson, and this has been the Owatonna Today Show.